Hello there YouTube, welcome back. It's Fizzy6868 here. Today I'm going to show you a continuation of our web browser in VB Studios, Microsoft Virtual Studio. You can do this in Express. Now what we've done, we've laid out our browser, we've kind of sorted out the home button, but we want to be able to edit that in settings, and we've got our main bar to work with the enter button. We can also have a go button if you want. I can add that if necessary, like yeah, I'll sort that out for next time. So what we need to do now is sort out our back button and our forward button. So first off, we'll click the back button, and what we need to do in here is type in web browser 1.go back. It's really that easy. And also we need to make the forward button, which would be web browser 1 dot no it's not, go forward. It's literally that easy for the forward and back button. I could have probably done it in the last video, so we'll save that. Now, as I said before on my last video, when we're at a location, as you've noticed, it doesn't tell us where we are. So if I went youtube.com and then pressed enter, we go to YouTube, but then when I wanted to go back home, brilliant, it still says YouTube. So I found a way around that. And what we need to do is close this off, and we double click our web browser, and we don't want, when document is completed, we need to change this up here to document has changed title. So what happens is, as soon as it's changed title, it changes the address. And we can delete the document completed. So what we need to do here is put text box 1.text equals web browser 1 dot URL dot to string. I'm pretty sure that should work now. So what we do is we click start. Now look, it says Google. But now look, isn't that annoying? We have to, because the massive amount of text in here, it doesn't select it all. It's kind of annoying. So I thought, well, why don't we have it so every time we click in here it selects all the text, so we can delete it if we wish, or select all. So what I done was also think of a way of doing it by double clicking the text box, and not text change. We'll change this to mouse click. So when the mouse clicks, it will select all the text. So we can put here text box 1 dot select all. So we do literally text box 1 dot select all, open and close brackets, save that, and then when we click start, when we click it, we can literally type back in there. So now we've actually got it so that we can press enter and it automatically goes to whatever web page, so test.com. and there's a little website called test.com. Now we can also, when we click it, it selects all the text, so we can just type again. We can press the back button and it goes back, and the forward button so we go forward, and obviously the home button goes to Google. So now we've got that, what we need to work on is our settings, because we want to be able to change stuff. So what we need to do is we need to go to project, add new form, just a normal form, and we'll call this one settings, and add. In settings we're going to have, what should we put? We'll put a button. I need a button. Double click it if you can't view it, and it should put it there, yeah. And we need a text box, which is this text box, this box, text box. Losing the plot. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a text here, a label. We'll have two actually. And we'll call this home page, and we'll put this one as blank. And what we're going to do is make form 1. What we need to do is actually make, up here as you can see we're in our Solutions Explorer, double click the web, no it isn't, project properties, my project, and we need to go into our settings, and we're going to call one home page, and save that. Save this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make, what I've just done is double clicked on the backgrounds of settings, and what we're going to do is when settings loads up, it's going to basically we're going to make it so that it puts whatever the home page is into text. So we're going to put no, we're going to put label 2 dot text equals my dot settings dot homepage. Now what will happen is anything that's in home, our settings page, will now come up here. Because there's nothing there at the moment, it will not come up. So what we need to do is also on the settings loading page, we want the text box to also equal what the current web address is. So for instance, text box 1 dot text equals, if I'm right, it's form 1 dot web browser dot URL dot to string. So the form 1 means that we're going back to form 1, which is our actual web browser, and then basically grabbing the URL from the web browser and pasting it into our text box. So if I go to start this program, oh no, I forgot to add something. What we need to do is on our design, we want the settings to go to so we're going to call it settings dot show. And save that. So when we start it now, we click settings, and as you can see, the home page is, there's no text box there because the home page has not been set. So if, for instance, I go to youtube.com and then go into settings again, it's YouTube. So what we need to do is we need to change this to set the home page for us, and we need to change a few settings on our main screen. So what we'll do is we'll sort out the settings first, which will be in the settings design. We'll change this to save. So when we click save, it will save the new home page. And what we need this to do, the home button will now, instead of navigating to google.com, we need it to change this so that it basically goes to my.settings.homepage. To string, I think. Let me just double check that. Let's test this out. So when we click this, it goes to a blank page because there's nothing there. So if we pull it to youtube.com and then go to settings and then save it, when we load up settings again, it doesn't show. Brilliant. Did I actually... Right, I know what I've missed. I didn't actually make the button save anything. No. Right. So my.settings.homepage equals text box 1 dot text, and then save that. Excuse me. So now we should be able to go to YouTube. Might help if I spell it. youtube.com, and then go to settings and then click save. So when we open the settings, it says youtube.com. So if I go to Google now and then click home, it'll take me to YouTube, which is even brilliant. Obviously we can add it so it says your settings have been saved, so we could add that once we've clicked the save button, we will put a message box your home page has been saved. Solved. Saved. Save that. So now every time someone saves it, it tells us that it's saved. We also want the web browser to load the home page as soon as it starts, so we need to double click the main browser. which is on form load, and we want to put in here the same as what we put in the navigation, so it'd be my.settings.homepage.toString, like that. And I think we're all done on the actual homepage, saving our settings, so that now we can change our web browser whenever we want. So now it loads up saying YouTube. So if I wanted to save it as Google, it loads up Google. It's like brilliant, yay! Click homepage, YouTube. So we'll go to Google again. Oh, don't know what I've done there. Google.com, .co.uk actually. And then click settings, and then click save. Your home page has been saved. Okay. And then close that off and click home, and it goes to home, which is not YouTube anymore. It's now Google. And click home, then google.co.uk. Then that's it. Thanks ever so much for watching. Oh, actually, what we'll do is in the when it saves, we're gonna make it so that it puts the URL, which will be text box 1.text. Text. So now they can also see what it's saved to, because obviously that's the main reason of. There you go. You may want to add a couple of spaces here, just to give it a bit of a blank, so there's a gap for it. And that's it. So now we've sorted out our web browser to go backwards, forwards, load up the home page at the start. We've covered to click the text box and it select all the text. We now can click the home button. We've got settings so that we can change the home page button, and when it loads up every time. Now if there's anything else that you want me to add to this, then just let me know, and thanks ever so much for watching, and I'm signing off. Goodbye.